Recently, there was a conversation because me and Preach both been part of the dance community for some time.
Yeah.
And I'd heard a story that made me chuckle a little bit. But it's kind of fucked up, but it's something I was kind of used to. Back in LA, back in LA. What?
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Back in LA, a choreographer, actually, I don't think you know what I was going to say. A choreographer got outed because basically he was running casting calls for tours for certain people and basically was requesting that men send nudes or solicit sexual things from them in order to get on with the job. And, you know, some people, it made a little bit, but not that much noise. And I laughed a little bit because a lot of people were shocked. Like, oh my God, this and that. I'm like, you know that your favorite dancer probably had to do a little sus thing to be able to get on tour.
The same way that your favorite actress had to do a little something. Weinstein.
Yeah, the only difference is when it comes to the dancing, this stuff, nobody shines a light on it because it's not that big of a deal. Let me tell you this, the Me Too stuff has not made its rounds to the dance community much, and it certainly hasn't made its round to the gay community very much. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Oh.
Because having been an artist for a long time, having lived in Los Angeles, been around a lot of these circles, let me tell you.
You motherfuckers are fucked up.
Okay, listen, straight guys, toxic. Gay dudes, openly toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's acceptable.
Hey, don't matter if you're straight or gay. Gay dudes will come on to you.
The thing that happened.
Remember how like straight dudes will try to turn a lesbian?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yep.
Their fantasy of a straight guy, 2 girls. Fantasy of a gay dude, turning a straight guy.
I have friends who would make it to final rounds of auditions to go on tour with a major artist. Take your major artist, Justin Bieber, whoever it might be. It doesn't matter. Okay? Final round. And getting an opportunity like that as a dancer, big deal. So they make it to the final round. And they're like, we'll call you back. They all of a sudden start getting texts. Oh, yeah. Send me some pictures of yourself. No clothes on. What the fuck is this for? No clothes on. Not even underwear. It's like, what? Of course, the homie rejects it. Says, I'm not doing that. Like,
Never
doesn't get on tour. Guess who gets on tour? A little bit more of a sus dude. I wonder what he had to do. And it's very buddy-buddy. All the choreographers know each other. They're all on close terms. Yeah, a lot of them know what the others are doing. So even though they're not part of it, they know about it. This is not like the biggest secret. And don't get me wrong, there's straight guys who are soliciting things from some women as well. I have no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that.
The whole thing is sus.
Sus.
Super sus.
Sus. Listen, I done seen gay dudes just grab people's junks, grab their ass, whatever they wanted. Everybody just laughs and giggles. Nobody even thought that shit was weird. Very comfortable. Hell, I'll talk about tour. Forget tour. Do you want to be on the YouTube videos when we do the choreography in class? I done seen that too. You're not even getting paid. You're just getting a little bit of clout in the comment section. Yes. It is that insidious. You know, Terry Crews came out with a story talking about how he was touched at a party. He froze up. He's an actor doing big name movies, made lots of money.
And he's big too.
And he didn't say no shit.
And
imagine dancers barely making 6 figures if they're lucky, super lucky.
How cocky in your game do you have to be to come up to Terry Crews? Buff.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
And just grab his junk. How confident about what you do and be like, I don't give a shit. What you gonna do?
Do you remember the guy who did it?
Who?
That's my whole point. We don't even know, nor has he probably been reprimanded.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And probably still out there.
Yeah. And so it's even worse for dancers, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, like in this art scene, there's not much money to be made. So people have these dreams of being a dancer. There's no health insurance. You're putting your body on the line. You're trying for something big, right? You put it on the dreams, and you come to find out the gateway between you and what you want for your dreams is a little hanky-panky under the blanket. Ooh. So you're desperate, broke, living in Los Angeles, which is an untenable city and very expensive, or maybe it's New York, fuck, what do I know? You need to make money. A lot of straight dudes end up doing some weird sus shit just to get their careers off the ground. And I remember the first time it dawned on me how weird this shit was. I was having a practice session underneath an apartment building. They had a little studio in the basement, so the person that lived there would like let me come through, and then we would go down where we practice. I'll never forget this. This was like one of the most trippy moments. You remember America's Best Dance Crew? So I go down to the basement. I do the practice. We finish up. We open the door to leave, and as we're leaving, one of the choreographers from America's Best Dance Crew was coming down. And what was his name?
I'm not gonna say his name.
He's a major choreographer. I think he's already in jail.
Oh, I don't know.
You remember the guy with the hat who was in the first season of America's Best Dance Crew, the black guy?
No, I don't.
Shane Sparks.
Shane.
I see Shane Sparks coming down the stairs. I can't remember, because it was like 9 years ago. I can't remember if it was a little girl or a little boy. They're coming down the stairs to go into the studio. And he's saying goodbye to the parent. Now, listen, I just seen Shane Sparks on America's Best Dancer. I didn't even think about it. Literally a year later, this guy gets dinged for being involved with kids. And it really hit me in that moment that a lot of people that I interacted with in that scene that I thought were normal were anything but.
Yo.
And as I spent more time in it, I had people try to say some shit to me. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely.
Because I don't need to be a this, that. I don't care, right? So I'm sitting back thinking to myself, like, damn, it's that common. But it is. And as I spent more time and had more conversations with people, I find out, oh, this person, you want to know how they got on? Well, they had to do this. I'm like, God damn. And so as much as we glorify the whole idea of being an artist and making it on your own and other stuff, just know a lot of these industries are really fucking filthy.
Absolutely.
They're absolutely disgusting. Half those people in Hollywood who you admire so much, a lot of them had to suck some nasty dick. I mean, once the Weinstein stuff came out, people came to find out a lot of people had to suck some nasty dick. Huh? But he's not the only one. And it's happening on smaller scales in areas that nobody gives a fuck about. Because A, either the victims are dudes, or B, it's such a small scene, nobody really cares because it won't make waves. But a lot of these dudes, if they're not diddling kids, they diddling men, women, they will do whatever they want. And I feel like there's almost, I don't know if this is like in my head how I think about it. I feel like the drive to want to make it there to have that much power is to be insulated from any of the repercussions for some of your dark desires.
Yeah.
You get me?
Bunch of Netflenders, man.
Yeah. And that's why I brought it up when we were talking about the whole Ricky Martin finally came out.
Yeah.
Or it didn't come out, but
It didn't come out, but I
Explain.
mean, what happened is that there's allegation that Ricky Martin was involved with his nephew and he was being abusive with his nephew. Then again, they're just allegations, whatever. But just the fact that you're involved with your nephew, goddamn, Ricky.
Isn't he facing life in prison?
50 years.
That's
Life.
Not that's not like they did.
No, that's not like
they did some
They
investigation.
got some shit.
Yes.
It's not just a hearsay.
Yes.
It's 50 years.
But why is that a big thing about Ricky Martin specific?
There's a lot of dancers around Ricky Martin. A lot of motherfucker that dances. Some people that I know.
But isn't Ricky straight?
No, he's not straight. No, Ricky. He bangs.
He bangs.
He bangs. He bangs.
He about that life. But a lot of time, everybody would say, like, at least the public image that he would pursue was of him being straight. But a lot of people would hear in the back scene, that's not exactly.
That's not exactly. And before he came out,
Yeah.
we've been hearing about stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, we knew. When it finally came out, but that's the thing. When you work in the art stuff, you hear some shit beforehand. Same thing for comedy, same thing for movies, same thing for anything. You know what I mean? So it's just, yeah. A lot of such thing going on. A lot of the auditions, whether it's for the dancers or the arts performer in circus, weird shit has happened.
A lot of backwards
weird shit. Trust us. We're not gonna out everything because we gotta protect the name of the people that are out there. And then we out them out. Repercussion, right? But we've been told some fucked up shit.
I didn't just get told. I seen it. I seen the messages. I seen the
Preach, you don't dance,
videos. I seen the suggestions. I didn't seen the people touching in front of me.
Yeah.
It's not like I have a degree of removal. I bore witness to most of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you say some shit and you get cut off on some things. But whatever.
Disgusting
It is
stuff.
what it is. There is definitely a problem out there.
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of people being predatory, whether it's man or woman.
Yep. Yeah. So we just want to let you guys know, maybe just take off the curtain a little bit. But yeah, Shane Sparks went to jail. Yeah, he's not the only one. A few other, a few of those big old heads. Yeah, they got a thing for young women apparently, or young
Jersey
dudes.
Jersey City club music. You're next. You know some of y'all DJs are weird.